Hey everyone, it's Lisa with Mimi's DIY Journey. Thanks for joining me today. I feel like I haven't done a video in forever and like it's the first time and I'm nervous. But anyways, I am going to do a quick flip through on two of Pam's um, newest kits. She is with Silver and Sparkles, so I'll leave a link in the description box below for her YouTube channel and also her Etsy where you can go over and check these out if you would like to purchase them. So this first kit is called Winter Cottage Green. And they're both very similar, um, but different colors. But anyways, well, you'll see on the second one. Very pretty pages, and I'm not really going to show you the back because you're going to see them. There's 15 page like journal pages, and I just printed them out, the 15, turned them over, and printed them again. If that makes sense, I hope. Very pretty green. Some very light pink throughout the pages. I absolutely love this. This is Christmas in July challenge as well. So that is what we're going to be working on today. Honestly, I really don't want to think about Christmas because that brings cold, and I don't like cold. Some journal pages, pages. Got a gingerbread recipe here. That is absolutely adorable. I love that. I do love gingerbread men. I collect snowmen. So, hey, that's a good idea, Pam. If you're watching this, a snowman journal kit. That'll be cute. So, okay, and then it comes with lots of ephemera. I believe there's 35 pages all together. So 15 of them are journal pages. The rest are ephemera. And the journal pages, I just printed on regular copy paper. And then this is printed on 90-pound cardstock, I believe. But very cute ephemera and fussy cuts that come with this. It is adorable. I love these tags. It is so cute. Little gingerbread girl. Got the recipe card here. And then like some faux washi tape. These are cute. They're almost like quilted. And those as well. I like this. I'll probably have issues trying to cut that out though. I struggle with the tiny stuff. Okay, yeah, these are different. I was like, wait, that's the same. Oh, this is cute. I haven't really looked through the kit, so this is my first time seeing as well. I love these. Adorable. Grandma's cookie recipe, bakery recipe, little postcard here. Be like a folded note card. That'll be fun. And maybe use that as a pocket to put those in. Oh yeah. Holiday wishes, joy and cheer. Some bingo cards. Because yes, we love bingo cards. Got some sentiments. Jolly little moments. Gingerbread kisses. Baked with love. Sweet as can be. Some fuzzy cuts. from the desk of Santa Claus. Oh, I'm gonna have to come up with something to make for the grandkids. So then I printed the journal pages again on cardstock, so that I can make tags and stuff with them. This one is called Sweet Holiday Magic. A little similar to that one, and I did the same thing. I printed on the back with the same pages, and I do believe there's 15 of these as well. And the pink is what I am going to work with today. As you can tell, I have all of the pages already trimmed out. Some, it looks like I didn't get all the white off of them. Very pretty. The gingerbread recipe. I love this one. This is my favorite. The peppermint. Like a little kitchen shelf. And then we have the Fussy Cuts and Ephemera. I haven't cut out any of the ephemera, so, which in today's project, I don't know how far we're actually going to get, because I don't want to take forever. Some more faux washi tape, the little quilted patches, and these are kind of quilted as well. So, very similar to the green one, except this one is pink. So you have a choice on, if you want to do pink or green, or maybe both. Lots of fussy cut. And then again, I printed it out on cardstock as well, the journal pages, so that I can make tags and stuff with it. So I'm going to keep the pink out, and I'm going to set the green one aside. I almost went with the green one, but I have this one already cut out and ready to go. Well, the pages anyways. So I am going to set these aside. And I don't know if you guys will remember, previously I made this journal using Pam's, what's it called? Grandma Sally's Kitchen? I think is what it's called. I made this folio. And what I wanted to do, because what I don't like, I like the fact that I added the journal pages in here. I love this. But the space between here and here is what I don't like, because there's no stability right there. So my thought is I wanted to recreate this in a way that would fit the journal pages just a little better. So that is what we're going to work on, is creating the base that I want to use this journal kit with. So I do have a prototype, and because what I want to be able to do is like cut this in half and be able to put it on the front cover, have a border, but not so much that there's a lot of extra space there. So this did take me a while to figure out, but I think I did get it. So we'll have this flip here, this flip here. I got a pocket here, and then I just did 2 regular pockets right here. So this goes like that and like that. I cannot tell you yet how many pieces of cardstock I actually used to create that. So I do have 8.5 by 11. I do have thicker cardstock that I really wanted to use, but since I don't know exactly like how many I need, I don't want to use my thicker cardstock and end up wasting it because I messed up. So we're going to recreate using this, and I know for sure for the basic base, I believe I used 2. I used 2 for here, I guess. And then, yes, and then this one here makes a 3rd. This sheet is 4. This is 5. And then I made the pockets, which would be 6. So I think I used 6 pieces of 8.5 by 11 is what I did. We'll see. Try and keep track of it. I'll make a tally mark over here to the side, and then I'll let you know at the end. Alright, so the first piece I want to cut to 8 by 8.5. So this is already 8.5 this way, so we're going to cut this to 8. Oops, I moved it. Okay, 8. So 8.5 by 8. Okay, the second piece we are going to cut to 9.5 by 8.5. Okay, and then the third piece is going, I hope this one is actually right. We'll see. See, 10 3/8. I know, what a weird number, right? 1, 2, 3/8 by 8.5. Okay, I'm going to keep these scraps. Actually, I think I used scraps on those back pockets. I think so. We're done with this for just a moment. And let's grab our scoreboard. Flip these over so they are in the order in which I cut them. So this one, I want to make sure that I keep my 8.5 this way, because I want the height to be 8.5. And then I think the width by the end, wherever right here, it should be 5 3/8. Yes, 5 3/8 was my width. Okay, so this one I'm going to score at 5 3/8. Is that right? Yes, 5 3/8. And then 5 7/8. Okay. And then this is going to make our left spine. So this will be our front flap or cover of the folio. All right. The second piece, make sure I have my 8.5. Yep. Okay. The second piece, I want to score at 1 inch, 6 3/8. Is that right? Yep, 6 3/8. And then a 6 7/8. And I hope I'm not getting my head in the way. So, I'm going to fold these as I go. Actually, let me crease this way. It might be a little easier. Break those down. I forget what weight this cardstock is. So this spine will be this side right here. So this is going to be our front flap right there. And then the last piece we want to score at 5 1/4. And I think that's it. So hopefully that is not right. Because, okay. So what if we did, we could just do 10 inches. Will that work? Because I cut it at what? 10 3. Oh, I cut it too short. I cut it at 10 1/8. And it needs to be cut at 10 3/8. Not a big deal. You guys are learning right along with me. So these must be 16ths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's 16th. This is 8. Okay. My bad. My fault. Okay. 10 3/8. You guys are going along with me as I learn. Okay, and then score at 5 1/4. And it's still a little off, like 1/16 of an inch. Yep, so we had 5 1/4. Where did I get 3/8 at? Who knows? This is 5 1/8. And this is 5 1/4. Not a big deal. We'll be alright. I can trim that. It'll be even. It'll still fit. This is going to be our inside flap here. Yeah, it'll work. Okay. It will work. Not a big deal. Okay, so there we go. Except I messed that up. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, we do 10 inches. Because it's 5 3/8 for the base. And fold it in half. I'm not really worried about that crease because I'm going to cover this anyways. And I can also put it towards the back. So hopefully you guys aren't going to craft along with me. And you're going to wait. I think that'll be okay. There's about 1/4 of an inch right here. So 10 inches. I'm just thinking. Because if we did 10 1/4, that would be 5 1/8. That would actually work better. And don't worry, this I will not throw away. So, okay. 10 1/4. 10 1/4. I just think that'll be better. And then 5 1/8. Crease. Come here, come here. And if it's not making sense yet, it will when we glue this all together. Oh yeah, I like that a lot better. Okay, so third piece, cut at 10 1/4, and you're going to score it by 5 1/8. Okay. So, we'll worry about this front flap here after we get this put together. All right. So, this is our flap, so we'll put that to the side.
You're making videos?
Oops. Yeah.
Okay.
Why? What you need?
I gotta go to town.
Oh, what for?
Chalk line.
Oh, for the roof?
Yeah, I thought I had one, but I don't.
You need the whole kit and caboodle? Okay, I didn't get that quite even at the top. But, no, it's not even at the bottom either. Alright, not a big deal. Okay, so this part here is where we're going to glue this. So I'm going to put glue on this flap here. And I'm going to butt this side up like that, and then press down. Okay, and then, oh, and just so you know, I have art glitter glue in this bottle. It is not the Barely Arts glue, because I do prefer the art glitter glue. Actually, I'm just going to put glue all over this. And then slide that over like that. Now just make sure when you're gluing your pieces together that you're getting them even at the top, so that they don't come out crooked like mine just did. Alright, so that leaves like that. And I just tore my paper. Goodness, I'm not doing such a hot job, am I? It's okay. We can cover that up. Alright, so now we have pretty much the base of our folio, like so. So I want to put the flip page here. Now, when making this one, these two were cut separate and glued to a flap that was scored here, and this flipped up. I did not do that this way. So, I did not write down. I thought I did. Oh, you know what? I bet that 10 3/8 was this sheet. So actually, it's okay. So it actually doesn't have to be, no it's not. I cut this one at 8. Yeah, I cut it at 8 and I scored it at 5 3/8. So it was the same as that, but we might want to score that at I'll tell you in just a second. Okay. Alright, let's score first. Alright, so 5, yeah, 5 1/4. I almost said 5 1/4, and I was like, no, that's not right. Let's turn our paper over here. Okay, so 5 1/4 is what we'll score. That gives us a little room between this flipping over and this edge of our base. And then we just need a flap here to glue down. So you can cut this off whatever size you want. I'm going to cut it off probably at 6 inches because I left that one just a little too wide. I think so, but get my, okay, so 6 inches. I think that'll be fine. Okay, keep these because we can use them as pockets. Alright, so then alright, so this is our 4th piece that we've used. Okay, and then I am going to miter these corners. Doesn't have to be perfect, so you do not have to measure. Okay, and then I thought about gluing it like this, which would be easier. And actually that might work since we mitered these corners. Because then when we cover the top with our paper, that would be covered. Last time I just put it on top, like so, and glued it. So that the flap was glued down to this page. But I think I'm going to do it the other way. All right. All right, hopefully this is not going too crazy for you guys and you guys are understanding what I'm saying, where I'm going, what I'm doing. Okay. All right, so this is our flap. Opens. We got a flap here and a scrap. We got a flap here and then our back page. All right. So now we need to make our flippy floppy here. That's really not quite wide enough. What about this one? I would rather it be 5 1/4, I think. Yeah, and this is like 5 1/8. Yeah, and this. Okay. All right, so next piece. Number 5. I'm just glad I had all this cardstock. And it's cardstock I don't really use for anything. So, I really don't mind using this. What did I say? 5 1/4. Oh, we want to go this way. Because we want this length so we have extra that the flap will overlap. Okay, so 5 1/4. Okay. And then on this one, I did a 2-inch flap here with a 1/2 inch. I think it's a 1/2 inch flap to glue down. I was trying to find another word besides flap. But I think I want this a little bit longer. So I'm going to go 3 inches. No, let's go 2.5. 2.5 inches for the flap that comes down. And then another 1/2 inch for our flap that actually glues the pocket down. Okay. And then we might need to trim this one down just a little bit. Let's see. So this will be our flap. 1/2 inch of that. Oh, that's going to be perfect. That width was perfect. 5 1/2. And then this will come up with a 1/2 inch. Actually, that might be pretty good because that's going to give us, I want to put magnets in here. And so I think that's going to be pretty good. We can always trim it later too if we need to. All right. So I'm going to turn this way, and I'm going to score this one at a 1/2 inch. And then turn that this way, and I'm going to score that at a 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to miter these corners. It's just going to help us when we go to cover to hide this little flap, flange, whatever you want to call it. Get off of there. Okay, so, and if you guys have any other good ideas on doing stuff like that, please shoot them out. Alright, this is our top flap. I am going to round these corners there, and I'll leave this one straight. So, a little glue. And then, hopefully I don't get my head in the way. We're going to line it. Center it this way, and then make sure it goes along the top edge there. And then varnish it down. Same way with this one. This one's going to glue down here at the bottom. So a little glue on this flap over here, and glue it the right way. And we're going to center left and right, and make sure it is even at the bottom. I moved it just a little too much and had to move it back. Okay, so there's our little flap. And then I'll go like that. And you know what? While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and round these corners here. Okay. Corner pocket. Or slanted pocket. Whatever you want to call it. I'm using some of the scraps. That'll work. So what I'm going to do, because I did not measure, I'm going to come over probably about 1 inch, and then I'm going to come up, oh, maybe about 2 inches, like that. And then I think this will be big enough. Maybe. Maybe not. Close enough. It's okay. It does not have to be perfect. I'm going to keep that because I'm probably going to use that as a pocket too. And then erase my lines here, since I didn't get quite to my lines, which is okay. It's not like I really measured. And then I'm going to put glue along the bottom the side, and then this short side here. And then I'm going to line it up almost to the other flap here, this flap. Okay. There we go. And now, do I want to use that as a corner pocket? I think I do. Okay. Corner pocket it is. And try not to glue out or squeeze out too much glue. The other one I did 2 straight pockets. And I'm just lining it up towards the bottom and this edge over here. So what, 5? Was it 5? And then some scraps. I used the scraps. So maybe 6 pieces of 8.5 by 11. Alright, so now I want a pocket. And I'm going to use scraps. And I'm just going to lay it down. Mark it where I want to cut it. Okay. And I'm going to put a notch in prior to gluing. And center it left and right, and then even with the bottom. There we go. So flips open, flips open that way. And this just took the place of the 2 cards that was in there because I wanted this to be one full sheet. We can even add a pocket here if we want to later. The flip down and the little angle pocket here, angle pocket here, and a pocket here. So that went a little quicker than I thought it would. So hopefully that all makes sense. Alright, first I'm going to add my magnets before I start doing anything. So I got these magnets, excuse me, off of Amazon. They are my absolute favorite. This is the name of them. This is 10 by 1, and I think I got some 10 by 2 millimeters. I haven't used those yet. So 2, 4. Okay. Grandkids, they're hilarious. She called me from the other room. Okay, so I need 2 for the front here, or 4, and then 4 for here. Yeah, I'm going to put 2 there. Okay, so I am going to, I have 2 magnets here stuck together. These come with sticky already on them. I love it. So I'm going to stick this down, just like so. And then I'm going to come over try and get them somewhat even. And then peel off this top part. And now when I bring this over, I'm going to make sure this edge is in this second crease right here, closest to the magnets, so that they line up pretty straight. There we go. Get my fingers in here. And then press down. And there's my magnets. That is all there is to that. Then I'm going to do the same to this flap here. So I taught my granddaughter how to make cheeseburgers on the George Foreman. And that's what she was calling me about. She wanted me to know that she was in there cooking herself a cheeseburger. And then fold that over. Press down. Ooh, I almost did not get that very well. I wonder. Mm. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to get 4 new magnets, but I'll keep these because them can be glued. I guess I can reuse them. I'll just get some double-sided sticky tape. Nah. What did I do with my magnets? Oh, right here. Alright, so be careful when putting your magnets on. I put them too far down on this. I'm just going to throw those back in there. Oops. I get these from Amazon. Did I say that? And that was, I know I said that was the name of them. So you want to make sure that you're putting them down far enough from the edge where the paper, when you put the paper down here, it'll glue down. Okay. All right. Pull that off. There we go. That's better. Okay. That's going to be covered up, so I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about this edge right here. And I'm worried about this right here. But we'll figure that out when we get to it. Okay. Now, let's start having some paper fun. Alright, so we know it's 8.5 this way, and then it is 5 3/8 this way. Oh, and actually, I do not want to use these papers because I'm going to sew these inside the journal as a signature. Oh, excuse me, as a signature. And these are the ones that I printed on copy paper. So, I will use the pages that I printed out on cardstock, and that'll just help make it sturdier anyways. So, I really like that. So, let's keep that to the side. That would be nice. We could cut that. This would be nice for the outside flap. Possibly. That is going to be cute. If you guys can hear that music, my granddaughters are in the kitchen jamming while they're cooking. Actually, I am thinking this and this one. Yep, I like that. Okay. Alright, so let's trim this wide off.
Where are the hot dogs?
In the same drawer you got the cheese out of.
Okay.
I didn't think I got that lined up right. Okay. Hopefully, if I remember. Oops. Right, I damaged that corner. I'm not cutting any height off. There we go. I didn't have that quite straight. Alright, and then it was 5 3/8. So 5 1 2 3/8. So I want to cut this at 5 1/8. And then that should give us, yes, a pretty good border around. And it does not quite cover up here, the flap, because it's not tall enough. So keep that in mind if you're going to make one of these, to go ahead and glue this inside flap here to the inside of this instead of on the outside. Alright, so let's go ahead and glue this down. Oops. Let's keep the glue on the paper. Okay, and then I'm just going to open this. And that is going to help me. I meant to ink. Oh boy. Oh well. Okay. And then I'm just going to press up to those magnets. You want to be very careful because you will tear your paper if you press too hard around those magnets. Okay. There we go. And then make sure that you're getting your edge over here really well too. Okay, I think I got that glued down pretty good. Alright, so there's that part. So you can see the Christmas tree and the gingerbread and part of the house. So that's good. Alright, and then our flap is about little over 2 1/2. ruler is sticking to my magnets. That's hilarious. And then that's 8.5. So we want to keep our length here. This is the new board to me, so I am struggling where to like line up my paper to cut it. All right. So there's that one. Get out of there. There we go. Okay, and then okay, so we don't want to take any off the height. The flap was 2.5 plus the mark. So I'm going to take that down 2 3/8. Let's see if that works. That is going to work. All right, we're going to round these corners. Wonder if I should go ahead and ink this or not. I mean, I didn't in this one, I forgot, so might look a little silly if one side's inked and the other isn't. Okay, and then I'm going to open this so that I have a flatter surface and get it as even as I can. And here's my make sure I got that pressed down good. There we go. I like that. That is super duper cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and use this same pink. This is our height, and we're going to cover the spines. So we know the spines are 1/4 of an inch. So what is the size of this? Say 8 inches. So let's see if that works. Does that give us a little? That is perfect. Okay, and now go down 1/4 of an inch. Okay. And then these will add some pretties to the spine. That one's a little thin, but it'll be okay. I'm going to use the smaller bottle here. If I can get a hold of it. That bigger bottle squeezes out a little too much. So I am just going to try and line this up with the bottom of that. Maybe I should have done the bottom of, or the top. It's okay. All right. And then a little glue on this one. There we go. And put that down. All right. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. I guess if things didn't go wrong while we were crafting, then are we really crafting? There we go. All right. Now we need the back portion. So, I mean, we could go ahead and use this one. I need to cut it down just a tad. Let's see if I can use this. What was it? 5 and an 8. Okay. Perfect. Yep. Okay. And, oops, wrong side. Trying to unfold this so I get a flat surface here. Okay. Try and get it even. You gotta remember, I just made the base for this morning, and I have not decorated one yet, so this is my first time decorating it. So you guys are coming along with me as I learn and figure things out. All right. So there's that. All right. Now, this is where we could use this one. I think so. Let's see if I can't use this. I seem to do a little better with this. Okay, so we need 5 and an 8. Okay. We'll keep that. And then now let's trim the white off without getting too much of the image. Oh goodness. Okay. Oh, there goes my battery. Oh, this one. Okay, so I forgot that this was a little shorter. It's not the 5 3/8. This is, let's cut this to 5 and see what that gives us. And I'm actually going to cut it from this side. I think it was 5 and an 8. Yes, it was 5 and an 8, I believe. I don't remember. Oh boy. If you guys wrote it down, pop it in the comments. Remind me what I cut this at. Alright. So I'm just trying to get even amount from the sides and then top and bottom. And there is a little bit more room at the top because I should have cut this down to, because I left it 8.5, probably 8.25. Would have been good for the height instead of 8.5. Okay, so there's that. All right, now, do we want to put a pocket here? Or do we want to, let's make this journaling space. So I think, I am thinking like one of these pages. No, we can do the gingerbread recipe. That's what we'll do. Okay, that'll be cute. Make sure I keep the scraps. Okay, so trim the white off here. And then we want that cut at 5. Perfect. Okay, and now we will trim the white off of the bottom. And the back. Oh yeah, that's gonna be stinking cute. Okay, let's glue that down. Try not to squeeze out as much glue. I mean, the good thing is this does dry clear, so. Okay, so even on the sides, about even at the top. Make sure we got that. I love it. That is cute. Okay, so now I was thinking this one on this flap here. And then we can use this pink again up here. Yep, I like that. Okay, so my magnet stuck to my ruler, which is what I was looking for. This flap is 5 1/8 as well. So I'm thinking 5. And then we've got 7, almost 7.5. It's like 7 1/4, maybe. Let's do 7 1/8. And we'll do 5 on the width. I'm making this up as I go along, guys. So I'm going to use this side because it's got gingerbreads down here. So I'm going to cut off the white. And I cannot use that one because it's not long enough. Well, it is for the 5. So, okay. It's alright. Alright, so 5. And then turn it. Okay. What did I say? 7 1/8, I believe. 7 and an 8. Oh, let's take off the white down here. Okay, I think I figured this sucker out. And then I'm going to cut from the top. Yeah. All right, 7 and an 8. Oh, it's underneath of me. Okay. Yeah, that's going to work good. Okay. And it looks like it's covering up most of the boo-boos that I made there. Okay. Move it down just a tad. Alright. Press that down. And we are going to varnish it. Make sure we get around those magnets well. Make sure my paper's pressed down around those magnets. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Alright, I like that. That is cute. Only thing I don't like is my little boo-boo right here. You can still see part of it. So, I wonder, let's take a little glue. Glue that down. Covers up some of it. And then I'll figure out something. So this magnet here is actually sticking to this one on the front. It's getting double. Okay. So, pink page. It's going to go right here. And we are at, oh, I did 2.5. So I want to cut it by 2 1/4 by 5. That's what I did this one, right? 5. Yep. Okay, 2 1/4 by 5. All right. I'm going to trim this just a little bit because it's got a little bit of white still showing. All right. Oh, we'll turn it around. 2 1/4. Okay. By 5. Keep those scraps. Make sure it's going to work. It is. And then I want to round these corners. And add some glue. So I hope everybody is doing okay. I am actually on vacation this week, which is very much needed. We're not doing anything. We did go camping over the weekend. It was kind of a half and half. Friday was really, really hot here. Saturday was a good day. We did get some hiking in, some easy trails. Nothing rugged, because I can't do rugged. But trying to keep active so that I don't have as many problems with my back. But Saturday night for 4th of July, it started rain. I don't remember what time, but it rained probably all night. I really like that. The gingerbread recipe, that is adorable. So, I mean, we got some good times in, so that's all that matters. We were trapped in the camper Saturday night. No fireworks. Let's see. All right, now let's decorate the inside here. So, but if you are new to my channel, welcome. I am glad that you are here. And of course, if you are returning, I am very excited. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. That is the best way to support me. And don't forget to hit the notification bell and select all so you do not miss any future content from me. This month being that I have my granddaughter, it's going to be a little iffy on what I do. So just bear with me. Okay, so let's see, 5. Well, let's cut the width first. What was it, 2 1/4? Yeah, because I did 2 1/2. All right, so now 5. Okay. Then we're gonna round these edges, or corners, not edges. Keep that. That can go in the trash. Some glue. And I think I did that upside down. It'll be all right. Nobody will probably notice but us. Okay. So, let me move that. Make sure I get them corners pushed down. Glue spread around. And then around these magnets. I just want to make sure this paper's not popping up on this edge because of the magnets. And then this I'm going to put right here. So that should be the 5 3/8. So let's go 5 1/8 to make sure it is wide enough, I hope. And then try and trim this without taking any of the image. Okay. Good. Move those. And that is perfect. Okay. Make sure I have it even with this page, and then centered left to right the best that I can. So once I figured out that, or trying, I guess, to make everything perfect, crafting became a lot funner. Okay, there we go. Then it opens. So now we need this one down here. So I am thinking probably one of those neutral pages. I love that snowflake page. So do we want plaid or do we want polka dots? Plaid or polka dots? Let's go polka dots. Okay. So trim off the white. And then we want 5. Okay. And then trim the white off there. Well, I did not get that very well. Okay. There we go. I think it's because I wasn't holding my little tray and it was bunching the paper up. There we go. All right, is it gonna fit? Oh, I do need to trim this length. It's too tall. It is too tall, and I know you guys can't see down here, so I'll move it up. And then we will cut it about right here. Pencil mark up there. All right. And that works. Okay. We still got a lot more to do. Oh my goodness. All right, that's good. Let me raise this up just a bit so I can flatten this out. There we go. All right. That is stinking adorable. All right. So now I should probably almost make another video finishing the back part here and sewing in the signatures. And I think I will. That way I'm not taking up 2 hours of your time. So I'm going to stop right here, and then the next video we will do the spines on the inside. We'll cover these and sew our signatures in. I think that's a good plan. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. I really do appreciate you being here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If it's still hot in your area, please be careful, be safe, stay in and drink plenty of water. And Gatorade or Powerade, whichever you prefer. So, thank you again, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.